Hello, this is Candace, and I thought I would do an update of my garden since it's all dried up now, and we've got our garden is doing pretty well. The flowers look great. I love the flowers. The daisies are kind of starting to wilt here, you can see, but they've all come out there. So I'm going to take you over to the garden area out here. And we will check out the garden and the trees. And it's just a beautiful day. It's probably about 70 degrees right now, maybe 65. So it's really nice, cool morning. Now the strawberry beds, this one kind of crapped out because it just got overgrown with weeds while we were gone. And this one we had put some what do you call that, weed block around each plant, so it seems like it's doing a lot better than the other one. But these plants are kind of old and probably need to do a little bit of fixing in here. This bed, we just emptied it out because it was just full, and then on the end of it, my husband found a little piece of rhubarb at his mom's that was growing out between the cement, and he kind of pulled it out and buried it here, and now it's really becoming established. It's taking a couple of years. So this strawberry bed we're not doing anything with right now. I do like the strawberries. So let's go in here. We have everything covered with, I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, here you can see it. We have everything covered with deer netting because we have a lot of deer. So this is where we have, this whole area is blueberries. And over here we have tomatoes, and they're not doing very well. Anybody who is from the Northwest knows that it is pretty difficult to grow tomatoes. This one here is looking pretty good. It's got a lot on there, and they look pretty healthy. But the plants themselves are a little wilty, and they just do not do very well. Now, all these blueberry plants I picked yesterday, and I got at least enough for a couple of pies out of these 4 or 5 that I picked yesterday. There are 4 more back here that still need to be picked. And look at how many blueberries are on this. It is loaded. So today we'll have to do some more picking. Here's another one. Totally loaded with blueberries. And these are so yummy. These blueberries are somewhat large, and they're super, super sweet. Yum. So, I have a friend coming over today, and she complained that she didn't have enough blueberries, so hopefully she'll want to go ahead and pick these and she can make a pie. So, I have to go back around. You can see here, look at the size of these blueberries. It's huge, and it's delicious. No, I'm not going to wash it first. I'm going to eat it right off the plant. That's how we do it here. And then this is our vegetable garden. And the last year we grew, how does he get this thing closed up? Last year we grew potatoes for the very first time, and we got we had enough potatoes that we actually had leftovers to plant potatoes with our leftover potatoes. So some of these are actually grandbaby potato plants from potatoes that we grew that were organic red potatoes. We like the red ones. They have the best flavor, and potatoes do really well. You can see this soil is extremely dark because we find some really nice topsoil to build up. And then over here we have beets and carrots. You can see that row of carrots. We do have some weeding to do in here. This is cucumbers. So everything is looking, actually this year is a lot better than last year. And then the year before we didn't really get anything. We just didn't have enough sun. So this out here is beans, green beans, which easy to freeze and easy to can. So we've never grown beets before, so this is interesting that we also have in some of those containers over there, we have some green peppers and red peppers on where the tomatoes are. So we do have some weeds in here, but as you can see, we used weed block in here on these, and it's working out great. We don't have to do anything with that. This is a goji berry plant, and I don't know if anybody out there eats goji berries, but we haven't actually seen any berries on them yet. But the plants are now well established and doing very well, starting to grow. Those there are also goji berry plants. So let's go out to the orchard. We've got our little tent set up because we want to go camping, and we sold our tent trailer, which now I'm kind of regretting because it would be really nice to have it, but whatever. Okay, so this is a dwarf apple tree that we have had for many, many years, and it was in a container, and the most of apples it ever gave us was like 3 apples. But now, all of a sudden, this thing is pretty loaded. Can you see them all right there? It's kind of shady, but I mean, it's very loaded, and it's probably going to need some pruning after we're done. These here, this is a pear tree, and there are some pears on it. Baby pears, as you can see. Yeah. So, and those will be yummy. All these fruit trees we bought for like $15 a piece, and they've been out here for a couple years not doing anything, and now they're finally giving us some fruit. So here's an apple. This one over here is an apple, I believe, unless this is a pear. Let me look at this sign here. Semi-dwarf Asian pear. Okay, so this is actually a pear tree. And the semi-dwarfs get to be about 15 feet tall or something, but not much taller. So this pear tree won't get much bigger than this, and if we prune it back, then it'll give us some more branches. So we'll have some pears. This one didn't give us anything this year, and that one didn't give us anything this year. So we probably just need to prune it, and this one fell over. It has so much fruit on it that it got super heavy, and so now my husband's got it hooked up. But you can see that it's pretty loaded for a tiny little tree, so it's kind of exciting. This one here, same thing. Now we've lived here for 4 years, and this tree has been here the whole time, and it's never done anything, and now all of a sudden it's full. And I don't know if those are even good apples. They might be just crab apples. So we'll have to check them out. And then this tree here, this was here as well, obviously, when we moved in 4 years ago. And my husband pruned it back. It had apples on it when we moved in, but it was the end of the season. So my husband pruned it back way, way back to like it was just a big stump tree. And so it's taken this long for it to give us some fruit, but the fruit is not looking right. It's got a lot of spotting on it. It's not as healthy as those others. Those others, all the fruit looks really nice, but if you look closely, you'll see that these apples just don't look all that great. They have some spotting on them. So, but you know what? I can use them for juice. They're probably good for juicing. When we first moved in, there was some on the ground, and I just washed one off and tasted it, and it was delicious. I don't know what kind it is, but so there it is. That's our little orchard. And hopefully, and this is a cherry tree, and I don't think it's going to be a fruit-bearing kind. I think it's just for looks. So there it is. Nothing new happening over here. You can see that the, let's go over here for a second. You can see the hostas have grown up on this water feature, and this is running. We have this plugged in. You can see that everything's kind of grown out a little bit, so that's looking good. This is a great time of year here because everything stays pretty green if you don't cut your grass too short. You don't have to water it. If you just let it be a little bit long. This stuff all dried up because we were gone on vacation, and the guy that was staying here, he just didn't know to water it. So my husband kind of switched out some of these plants, and this is a little rose. And this thing bloomed. This is the, I can't think of the name of it. It's a pretty common plant. And then this thing has grown quite a bit, and pretty soon you can see that it has some buds on it. You can see there is buds on it. These will be yellow daisy-like plants, and this whole thing will be covered, and it will stay like that for a couple of months. It's a really cool plant. So please tell me the name of this plant. It's just not coming to my mind. So there you have it. Garden update. I hope everyone's enjoying their summer. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.